I miss your call.
There you are. Okay, where are you?
Hang on. Where am I?
I don't know. There you are. Oh! Come back!
Can you see me now?
I can see you now.
Okay, cool.
Due to poor network communication, your video has been temporarily disconnected. Come on, Viber, rock this. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have Skype?
I do. Not on this computer, but I could download it onto here.
Skype is a lot better, I find, compared to Viber.
Well, we can switch to Skype next time. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you have the sniffles again?
No, I don't.
Okay, good.
How did you go with those emails?
I didn't do it yet.
Christina!
I knew you were going to say that. It's on my list.
What's stopping you?
I don't know.
It's just a simple email. You just click send.
Well, I got to do the cover letter. That might be what my excuse is.
Don't use excuses.
Don't worry, I'll do it. For a little bit, it was pink eye. 2 weeks of pink eye, and then the cat scratched my eye, and I have this beautiful bruise. But whatever.
Yeah.
Excuses. No,
we're on the verge of a breakthrough here with you.
I know.
It's one last thing.
My dreams have been insanely wonderful, and the synchronicities that I've been able to, hold on to, and when I awake, oh my gosh, I could see the tear.
You just need to do this one last thing.
Yep. Where'd the stupid
See, I mean, if the dreams are telling you that you're on the right path, then you're almost there.
I am almost there. Hang on, I'm getting that stupid. Let me pull this out here, just in case the audio gets messed up. I want to fix it. Oh wow. Last night, the dreams were, oh my gosh, almost overwhelming.
Overwhelming good or overwhelming bad?
Overwhelming good in the sense that, hang on, where's that? I could see the tear in the veil. How about that? I mean, literally on the quantum virtual reality level, I could see the tear in the veil and how it works and why it works and what it's for. And then all of that Christian backstory of why when Jesus dies the veil rips was on a physics level suddenly made sense, because Jesus wasn't just teaching woo-woo faith, he was teaching physics. So that veil rips so there's room for things to move, kind of like a Rubik's Cube. But less one, so that you can always, that game that kids play, that's a little piece of plastic that you slide numbers around or like little squares around to line them up.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So when the veil rips, there's now space for both sides to go back and forth. It was really awesome. And as I'm having this dream, and I see these quantum particles all lined up, and, well, I saw alignment, what it looks like, which looks very much like the quilt behind you, just squares of information, okay? So all these squares of information are all lined up. Pretend these are squares, but we'll use bubbles. And then when you make a request, they shift, make a space, and then whoosh from like wherever that other piece was, it either floats up or falls down, or like, but they move. So the veil rips, the veil tears and the sky goes dark. Well, that's natural because there would be darkness in that space between those bubbles of light, those bubbles of information. And then it fills in from whatever side of the veil needs to come in with that piece of information, that particle, which we would call in human body form experience, that alignment thing, and then it just realigns. But when we always listen to Esther Hicks and everyone talk about you have to relax for what you want. When you're focused on the bubble that you want to leave, it can't leave. And physics has always talked about if you focus on something, then it exists. But once you stop focusing on it, it doesn't exist anymore. So while I'm having this dream, this was so cool. I'm laying in bed and I'm having this dream, and I'm watching these squares show me how they relax and shift. In the same moments that they would relax and shift in the matrix, my knee was going and this space, like a lightning bolt of darkness, was coming from way back here behind my head. I couldn't see the complete origin because it went on forever, but this lightning bolt of darkness was going down under the bed, up into my knee, this space, okay? And then my knee would go bubble, 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 readjust. It was freaky. And then at the same time this was happening, there was lightning and thunder outside.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing. Just like a super shakedown of like boom, 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 boom. And my knee was going da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. And I realized my knee isn't something you own. It's just part of the matrix, and you have to let it. You can't make a request of something and then not trust that it, not you, it knows how to ask the universe to bring it the information to be in the form of which you've requested. But the relaxing part is important because the brain only gets to observe the result. It was hardcore, Jade, because it all happened at the same time. My brain was watching the movie of the matrix squares readjust up in here. Then these matrix squares started sort of dancing, and then this blackness opened up, and the thunder and lightning went off, and this energy thrust came into my knee like 7 times.
What were you asking for?
I wasn't asking for anything. I've just always been trusting that whatever next logical step needs to happen for my knee to fine-tune will come. And then as I was just laying there sort of relaxing, looking at different things going on in my life, different ideas, this very fine sheet, I don't have a better word, of the matrix, they call it, but I don't like to call it the matrix because of the movie, of the quantum field, it laid out perfectly aligned in perfect raw energy order, just like the quilt. It was perfectly flat, so there was no static, no fuzz, no worries, no nothing, just total neutral energy, all these different layers of it. And then the only thing I remember hearing was just calm down and watch this. You're in alignment. Right now you're in alignment. And watch what happens. And I was like, okay, this is beautiful. This is cool. And I was just looking at these little boxes of energy. And then the blackness cracked open. The thunder started going off. I could hear the lightning crackle. And then that space crackled under the bed up into my knee. And all these little squares, they didn't confusion looks like this in the matrix. Confusion is when you're sort of like overlapping them, but they need their space. So they were all just sort of fluttering next to each other. And then over here, these guys opened up, and the space came in, and this energy shot through it up into my leg. But all the while I was watching these guys, they just sort of hold their space. And then when that was happening, the only information I got was, this is what alignment looks like. Just neutral, holding that spot, holding that space, just being. There you go, just being, just resonant, be like a star, just shining. And then when my knee started jumping, I was like, whoa, this is cool. And then the only information I got then was just relax and let it happen. And then the lightning would go off, and then the thunder would go off, and then my knee would jump. So I wasn't really asking. I think I was just at a point of allowing the next thing. It felt so good. yeah, it's the space. And okay, I thought of this. It didn't come through, but something that went through my mind was it's the space between the notes that allows the music to happen.
That's right. And that's the same thing with stuff. Everything else. Life. Can I write that down? That's fantastic.
Yeah, write it down. Yay, I like wowing you. It's not easy. You're really smart.
No, because I think there's something in this for me. As in, there's something that just sort of clicked inside me when you said that sentence. There's still too much stuff happening in my life, I think. There's not enough space yet.
Yeah, I have too many physical objects, as you can tell in the background. There's stuff everywhere.
No, I'm not talking about physical objects for me. I think it's my schedule is still too full. I have to drop something else. I have a feeling that that's what I need to do.
Well, I don't know if this will help you, but whenever I've needed to drop an activity and can't do it yet, I drop it out of my mind by when I'm doing it, I'm not there. I let my body go on. Yeah, I've done this for years. Like when my son's court case started and I was a waitress, I was so preoccupied by the panic attacks I was having because I knew my son was in emotional danger and distress. And nothing any of my customers had to say mattered to me. So I realized that if I stayed in the moment of what I was doing, that stress was going to build because it was already resounding like the loudest orchestra in the universe in my body. And it was like, I went through physical trauma so much that I lost a ton of weight, just like a cow put on the train to go to slaughter. I just dropped all this weight. I couldn't breathe. I went into massive panic attacks. And so I was like, all right, the only way to get stable is going to be, I got to check out. I got to check out of my body and stop holding these ideas, even though they're reality right now. I can't hold them in my body because it's going to kill me. It's panic. It's trauma, right? So I started carrying around a little notebook in my waitress pouch, and I would just start writing positive words, poetry, think of all my son's favorite things, talk to God, pretend that I was in Miami again, think of all my favorite places while I'm working. So sometimes people would say to me, what are you doing? What are you thinking about? And I would honestly tell them nothing. Just like I'm so disconnecting from this reality because I so do not prefer it that I'm not even going to validate that it's happening. And the only time I would drop in was when it was game time for the court or something very left brain filing or paperwork or whatever. I would drop in for my kids when I'm home. But when I was doing an activity that I wasn't preferring, I was like, all right, I call it double timing. I put my body on autopilot, and I put my soul and brain on creating stuff that matters to me. So though I'm physically doing this other activity, I'm actually spiritually creating a completely different reality that will manifest later. And it totally worked. It totally worked. So you got to be in 2 places at once, which is easy. You can be in like 20 places at once. So if I don't know all your situations, but I'm just going to pick your walk to school with your daughter is a place you really want to be. So check in for that. But when you're at your job, you are smart enough that whatever that work is, you can do it. Actually, you can have a lot of fun with this. Tell the universe. Oh my God, I do this with my job sometimes, and it works really well. I forgot about this trick. Tell the universe you need to see the jokes. There's a joke in jokes, Jokes. There is a joke in every moment, and you can find it. So if you can't do what I said, like take notes and do poetry and all that, do you work on a computer at your job?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good. That's good. That's
Oh,
good.
we can see each other again.
What?
I can see you again.
I've been able to see you the whole time.
I
Now,
can't see you.
hang on. Let me find my mouse. There you go.
You dropped off.
It shows
Maybe
on my...
it's my, Wi-Fi.
Well, I've got us both.
Yeah.
So, at any rate, what you can do is tell the universe you want to see the jokes, and here's how you let them come to the surface. Rule number 1. You're typing, right? I'm guessing. Okay, rule number 1. Every time you touch the keyboard, this is going to sound so woo-woo for some people, sorry guys, but it actually works. See that there is a lightning frequency relationship between your fingertips and that keyboard. That is going out into the ethers, okay? And touch each key and look at each screen thing that you see with the intention to find something funny. So type in a joking way, da 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 da, and start banging. I'm serious. Start banging out the vibration of funny for yourself. Then, when you're doing it, you could even be thinking, this is so stupid, I hate it. This is so stupid, it's dumb. But I've got to work and so I am, and da 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 da. And then watch what pops up on the screen. A word will pop up, like ridiculous, or international dildo house, or something funny will come before your eyes because you'll have sent out a funny vibe to the universe. I see the names of companies, because I work online all the time, that I'm rolling sometimes, and it is always in perfect alignment with something that will make me laugh in that moment. And this is what I had to do while I was healing my knee, was I was so depressed sometimes, I was like, all right, you guys have got to entertain me on the computer, because I can't get off the computer. And they told me this is how you do it. If you've got to do this task, then let us play with you in this task. And it works. And you'll start to see how much power you really have. So, this is an Abraham Hicks trick. I fully credit Esther for this, because she said it perfectly, and this is where I found it. It's not about what you're doing. It's about how you feel. And I don't mean emotionally. I mean tactilely. So if you're hitting those keys and you're looking at that screen with eyes that are that's all they can mirror back to you, because it's the law. So if you're hitting those keys with, all right, I'm going to try Christina's stupid game because no one knows what I'm thinking. Da 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 da. Show me something funny, please, before I kill somebody, because I want to run out of this room. Oh my God, I hate this job, but I want to see a joke. Because you have 2 choices. Don't be ridiculous or be ridiculous. And it will at least pass the time in a way that you're looking for it. And once you have your first joke on screen, please text me, because you will see the power and even better, not just your power and the power of the universe, but the ability to communicate with the quantum field. That it will answer you. And you already know that energetically, but in words, and then it gets really fun. That's why, like, on my Instagram stuff, I'm doing letters, because when I started doing this work, I started seeing the information of how the forms themselves serve so many levels of meaning, but one of them is meant to be humorous, because you can't really ask a kid to learn the alphabet if the goal is to teach them how to use language to beat each other up, right? You want to find the playfulness, the joy of the letter K, the fun of the letter G, the funny of a J or an I or an A or a B. So that communication, which is all life is also has levels of love and what's that word? I love that word. Caressing your soul, not just teaching rote left brain stuff. So play with that, because you're banging on keys. So you're banging tactile energy resounding back into your body. So you don't want to type angry. You want to let your cells know that you're typing joy, even if and they'll laugh with you, because they know damn well they don't like it either. They're not having any fun, but you can at least find as much fun as you can. And then let the quantum field give you jokes, back to Esther Hicks, it isn't about what you do, it's about how you feel, how you touch, not just how you feel emotionally, but how you touch. And you know that. You've seen a kid with a favorite blanket. So that's my 2 cents while you're allowing the transition to come into alignment from that job into whatever else you're headed to. You can have fun with it, or at least when you're feeling really, really frustrated and you can't get out of that chair at work, you can at least say, okay, I'm going to settle into looking for one joke. Just one quantum joke. And I want to, and then a whole hour might go by and you might only get one joke, but you got one joke and that's more than the guy across the hall got. He's just angry.
That's true.
So that's my idea. That's what I do. Because I have to type on the computer all the time.
I don't hate my job though. I actually like my job.
Oh, well that's good. That's even better.
It's just taking up a lot of space. It's taking up a lot of space and there's other things I love. That's my quandary. I want to grow the energetic healing stuff, but there is the job, and it's become 3 days a week now, which is good actually. It's better. But I actually still like it because it keeps me in a group, like in an office situation where I'm interacting with people. And my boss is great, my team is great. They're all, like even my boss, even though he's male, he's very feminine energy. he's like, when I told him I want to go part-time, like, down to 3 days, okay, how are we going to make it happen?
That's awesome.
You know, none of that, oh, you can't do that. It's not that, no, nothing like that at all. So, I still like my job. And you know what? Being in that job, because of what I do and what my speciality is about communication and seeing the blocks in communication. I work in the telecommunications company. Where there's a lot of people who are actually not saying what they want to say. So I learn a lot just being in that job. I get a lot of insights just sitting there. So I don't think it's that I need to actually make space of. I probably just need to drop the 1 day in Manly that I do. That's the beach. But I don't want to drop that yet because I'm established there already and people around the area know me. I don't want to drop that yet until this other place that I just started, until I've sort of gotten a foothold in there and people around that area know that I'm there. So it's just this transition period that it's just feeling like there's so much stuff going on. That's what it is.
Then check out from it, because here's why. If you look at it from a triangulation, the sun and the sky, where you're standing, and where you want to be standing, okay? Do you see the triangle? You're going to walk on the earth to a new spot, right? You're going to walk on the earth to a new spot. You're not going to fly up in the air and fly over to your new destination. You're going to physically walk that path. So go up in the sky and let your body relax as it is walking. So when you're in one of your steps, it's what Abraham Hicks always means when she says, when you're headed from Phoenix to San Diego, you don't freak out when you're in Yuma, Arizona. So you just say, I'm just in Yuma, it's fine. I'm going to stop and have a burrito. I'm still on the journey, so I'm not going to look around me and get emotional about where I am today, because this is so temporary. It's just one step on the journey to where I'm going. I'm going to, in my mind, already be where I'm going and look for the jokes along the way to there. So when it sounds to me like you're a tiny bit more stuck than you need to be because you're not ultra, but you're a little bit too aware of where you are. You don't want to be there because now you're going to be aware of every single step, and that friction is what slows it down. So you go up into your ether, you go up into your head, you make light of everything, you pretend you're already where you want to be, you say to the universe, make this as light and joyful and easy and unattached as possible on the way. I'm going to stop taking this seriously, I'm going to do stupid shit and look for jokes on the computer and enjoy every walk, because you don't get the moments back anyway. So how you're going to look at them and interact with them, going back to, it's not about what you're doing, it's about how you feel. She always says you want to have fun on the way. So that's the best you can really do. So you're going to get there. And I know I'm in transition and in journey, and I some days just really just want to go back to bed a lot because I'm tired. It's exhausting for me to be physically focused because I've had to go so non-physically focused to allow my body to find its way home, and the only way to do that is to not be in it. For me, I'm sure other people have found other ways, but for me, I have to totally check out of it so I'm not in its way, because I'm so anal about how my body feels. I micromanage it, and it slows it down because it can miracleize, whoosh, like today and last night in the lightning bolts. It can go to where I've asked it to go faster than a human mind knows how to get it there. Does that make sense? That's what miracles are.
Yeah.
It can quantum leap as long as I get the hell out of the way. And so when I'm like, oh, look where we are, I thought I asked you to take me over here, when in fact, it's on its way there, and here I am screaming at it, oh, look at where we are. It's like, shut up, all right? Shut up. We will get there. And stop looking, or stop. It's like you're taking a walk, and you're looking in every single shop window, and your feet are like, I thought you said you wanted to get to the movies by 5. We can't get there by 5 if you're going to look in every shop window along the way. So close your eyes and just go. Does that make a little sense on a visceral level?
Yeah.
So ignore what's going on around you, live in your etheric, that triangle, go up to the sun and just try to lift off the ground while you're in transition, to be as unaware, be a complete space cadet as much as possible on your way, because otherwise you're looking in all the shop windows and that's slowing you way, way down, and that's exhausting. Because the reason it's exhausting is your feet are trying really, really hard to take as few steps as possible to get you to where you want to be, but your eyeballs are slowing the whole thing down. You're not, and I mean your mental eyeballs. You're thinking about that over there and this here, so it'll work.
Yeah, okay, I will do that.
Yeah. Be a space cadet for a little while and let it unfold. Give it as many days as you know, it's always one moment at a time anyway, but like any day that you feel like, just notice when you're doing that, you're attached to something, and be like, nope, checking out. No, there is nothing, there's nobody on the planet that is going,
Nothing to see here, move on.
Yes. Just catch yourself and say, nobody on the planet is going, over this except me. So clearly it's not important because no one else cares. I'm making a big deal out of nothing. I'm not getting attached to this thought.
Yeah,
drop it.
That's right. That's it.
Yeah, detach. Unhook. It's like pulling up the wheels when the airplane's taking off. Just strap in and shut up and let it fly.
Alright, so, how about for you? What are we going to do about this email? What is it that's stopping you to send here?
What is it that's stopping me? I didn't feel ready with my website. I didn't feel like I knew what I was going to do after I sent the letters. I have been playing around with, like, how do I want to play this? Do I want to play this as the rock and roll side of the veil, or the more serious?
You don't have to. The website does not need to be perfect.
Oh, I'm not worried about the website anymore. I'm totally fine with the website. I actually like it for now.
Good.
And I had my Buddha John look at it. He's like, well, I like it, but I don't do any of these things. I don't play on Pinterest. I don't give a shit about social media. I don't read blogs. I don't do this, and I don't do that. So this wouldn't mean anything to me. He said, but the only thing I did click on was the why. And I was like, all right, so you wouldn't read my website? And he goes, no, I wouldn't read your website, but I still would call you because you're valuable. So your website, to me, it doesn't matter what your website says. That's for other people who are into that stuff. He's like, but I need your wisdom. I'm like, okay. He's like, so I don't know what to tell you. But he doesn't do websites. He only listens to YouTube videos. That's his thing.
Yeah, he's not, the thing is, the website is just another way to reach your audience. That's all it is. So you've already got his attention. That's why he doesn't really need the website.
Yeah, he doesn't. We already talk every Friday, and we had a good talk yesterday, which was really productive and very funny and entertaining. And so, yeah, he's like, I don't know what to tell you about the website. You're just going to have to let it ride. He goes, I think it looks cool. He liked the look of it. He said, I think that's nice and easy because you can just tap on squares. That's why I did it that way, because I hate menus.
Just let it, put it out. Have you got it live now?
Oh, yeah, it's live.
Okay, cool. And just send out that cover letter. It does not need to be a very long. It can be just one paragraph.
Can you do me a huge, ridiculous favor?
What's that?
It's easy. Could you pull up your email and resend me that list? I can go dig for it, but if it's easy for you to find it, then do it. If it's not, then I'll go dig for it.
I'm going to have to look for it.
Then don't. I'll dig for it.
You lost the email.
No, I'd never lose the email. I just have tons of emails. I'll find it. I'll dig for it. So then...
I don't have my mobile at the moment.
No. Chill out. I'll do it.
Because I sent it from the mobile.
Okay.
And the link to the page is on that mobile. You gotta download the file that was on that email.
I know. Hold on. The only reason I asked was I don't know what is up with my email crap. Okay, wait.
Hang on, I'm gonna get my mobile. Oh, I've got to go soon. I realised the time. Time goes so quick.
I got the template.
Where is it?
100 websites. I found it.
You got it?
Yep, I got it.
And it has the editor email address in there.
Yep, I got it. I just found it. Thank you.
And it actually tells you what to do. If you need to send the full article, not the picture, if you're just going to send the pitch. But a lot of these are business sites. I would go and pitch for the personal development site.
Okay.
Where is the one? But even then, there's things like Huffington Post.
Yep, I'll do
Right?
HuffPost. HuffPo.
It's not on this list. It's not on this list. And neither is Oprah or there's the self-growth one, which is good. It's got a million.
What was the name of the one we were on together that one day? Where's my pen?
Which one?
The Mike Dooley. What's his name?
TUT.com. Mike Dooley's not on this list.
I'm writing down HuffPo, Tut, Oprah.
And TUT. TUT.
Yep, got it. Tut, Oprah, Mike Dooley, HuffPo.
TUT is
I like that one. I surfed that a little bit.
a really good one.
All right, well, let's get you off of here since you got to go. It's 6:56 on my end.
Oh yeah, I've got to go because we got to go out. And this is where
if I can save this video for once.
I think you can do this. There's also tinybuddha.net. So definitely the personal development stuff is all of the personal development. Don't worry about the business stuff, and don't worry about the home and family ones. Maybe the health, but I would probably go and have a look at each site first to see, what skew is it? Because sometimes the health skew is too scientific and not spiritual enough.
Oh, but
it's not spiritual enough.
But the scientific is what I'm all about, because I figured out physics. Come on, that is awesome. But
I know, but the thing is, the article that you're going to put together is not physics. It's not about physics yet.
All right. Cool.
Your Jesus in a bathtub is not physics.
But it is. Dun dun dun.
Concentrate definitely on the personal development stuff, because it's all about empowerment and stuff anyway. Alrighty.
Thank you, sister. Love you.
Love you too.
Tell the family hi and the big kitty. Look, you have one job today. You don't have to do it. I have a request. While you're out doing whatever you do, just drop into the and say to the universe, would you guys just, through Christina's request, show me one funny thing, just so I can laugh. At what she's talking about. So it might be a label on a bottle at a store. It might be a license plate. You know what I'm talking about. But I'm requesting
if I see it, I'll take a photo of it and I'll text it to you.
Okay, good. Because I am now...
Messenger.
Yes, I'm requesting it on your behalf from them. So let's see how they triangulate that in so that you can see what I see. The jokes that I see. I see them all the time.
Alright.
And I'd love to have someone to play with.
Let's play.
Okay. Hey, there she is.
Alright. I'll see ya.
Bye.
Gonna go.